I'm glad you're joining me today. We're talking from Mark 11 about faith, the great and wonderful and powerful spiritual force, of course, based on the Word of God. Jesus said in Mark 11:22, have faith in God, or have the God kind of faith. And then goes on to explain how it works. He says, for assuredly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things he says will be done, he will have whatsoever he says. Now, when you see this, you'll notice that say or saying in some form there is given to us several times. Believing is only mentioned once. Many times when we think about faith, we think about believing. And of course, they're inseparable if you want your faith to work. And we think about, I believe. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I believe in divine healing. I believe in, the power of God. A lot of things that we believe in because of the Word of God that we've heard and the principles we've been taught. But faith unreleased doesn't produce. There have been many people who've had lots of faith in their heart and did without the thing that they believed. They had faith for healing, but they were sick. They had faith for abundance, but they were broke. They had faith for a great family, but theirs was all messed up. You see, faith has to be released in order to work. And the primary way that faith is released is the way we find it here in Mark 11, through words, speaking words. God gave us as humans the ability to choose words and to speak them at will. And with words, all natural things we can see and understand were created. God's word. As a matter of fact, God uses words to create, He uses words to control, and He uses words to change things. And if we will put His words in our mouth, then things in our lives that need to be changed will be changed. Things that need to be controlled, that need to be kept at bay or kept in their place, we can do that. And then things that need to come into being in our lives, things that need to be created, so to speak. It's with words of faith. And how does faith come? Some people think, well, I need to pray for it, but that won't do you any good. Some people think, well, maybe if I pray and fast, that won't do you any good either. I mean, praying and fasting obviously is good. We believe in those two things. But that's not how faith comes. There's only one way that faith comes. Romans 10:17 says, so then faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. So when you think about that, it's present tense. Faith comes by hearing, not by just what you heard. So faith is always a constant, it's always let me say it this way, faith is always present tense. It's always a right now thing. The faith I had 5 years ago was good for 5 years ago, but I'm not living there. I'm living here. And I'm not into tomorrow yet or next year. I'm into right now. What is my faith now? Where is it now? What level is it at? What am I believing for now? Because the interesting thing about this is what I'm believing now and how I'm responding now to what I believe will determine what I'm going to have tomorrow and next week and next year. I am laying a foundation for my future as well as maintaining a blessed life today. Faith is so, so important. And as I said, there's only one way it comes, and that's by hearing the Word of God.